Hey, what's up, Pika-puffs? Finally, a 3R's episode! I suppose an apology is in order for this video for being so late. There have been a couple of hiccups in my life, as well as just a couple of technical things. Nothing too serious, but you know, it's life. Work schedule's been crazy, stuff's been crazy back home. In any case, we don't have to get into it now. Right now, the core of this video is to talk about the recent Pokemon developments. So first things first, Pokemon released another video introducing Alolan forms of Generation 1 Pokemon. This includes Exeggutor, Vulpix, Ninetales, Sandshrew, and Sandslash. Vulpix is Ice, Ninetales is Ice and Fairy, Sandshrew and Sandslash are now Ice and Steel, and then you have Alolan Exeggutor, who is now a Grass and Dragon type, but that's not the worst part, it's just the pure design of Alolan Exeggutor has been the butt of many jokes lately. Though my favorite has to be, if any of you guys have ever watched Bleach, there's a screenshot from the manga where the 6th Captain Byakuya shows one of his final moves. It's a bunch of swords coming out of the ground, and I think it's called Senbon Sakura Kagayoshi, and somebody replaced all the swords with Alolan Exeggutors, and I thought it was hilarious. They also released this new feature called Z moves, and it's a powerful move that you can only use once per battle, and it's different for every type of Pokemon. And to help with Z moves, they have something called the Z bracelet, which is actually a physical thing that you can wear as a trainer, and it correlates with the game. You can pre-order it at GameStop for I think $32, which that's almost as much as the game, so I personally will not be getting it. And now to kind of continue on a somber note, we've officially had our first Pokemon Go related death. There was a 20-year-old man in San Francisco who was playing Pokemon Go, and he was shot in the back and died later. Not to say that Pokemon Go was the main cause for this man's death. Reports have been saying that one of his family members saw somebody watching them from atop a hill, but quote, it was dark and mostly looking at their cell phones. So at this point, it's safe to say the warning that pops up with Gyarados in the beginning of the Pokemon Go loading screen is basically useless at this point. Not calling out the family members or anything like that, it's just, this is mostly what I was afraid of. Truth be told, it could have happened with any other app, you could have been engrossed with any other app, but at the same time, even if it wasn't Pokemon Go, you still have to look up from your cell phone. If you see something suspicious, you have to leave. In the new update, Pokemon Go gives you like an extra little note that stops your game and says please be aware of your surroundings. So 2 warnings aren't going to do anything, then I don't know what else will at this point. Again, if you guys are playing Pokemon Go like almost every day of every week, every hour, every minute, please, 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 for the love of God, please be careful. To kind of end on a pretty decent note, the new ending song for the XYZ anime in Japan aired, and it is absolutely adorable. It is a bunch of Pikachus singing about ketchup, and it is the cutest thing I ever seen. I will link it to you on Twitter, and you can watch the full thing. It just made my day even brighter than it already was. The first 30 seconds of the song is already in my ringtone, so what can I say? And for those of you who are kind of confused, like why Pikachu loves ketchup so much, it was a thing back in the first generation. I think it started in an episode called Showdown at Dark City. You know, original Ash, Misty, and Brock went to this almost ghost town, and there were 2 clans that were fighting against each other, one with Scyther and one with Electabuzz. And I think in one of the houses, Pikachu tasted ketchup for the first time and just really fell in love with it. And then when everything started to get chaotic, the ketchup bottle broke and Pikachu was crying and crying and crying and crying. This is the first time in, you know, recent Pokemon anime years where they've actually, you know, brought that fact up again. Can't wait to have the Japanese at the bottom of the video translated to English, even though I have no doubt in my mind that Pikachu and ketchup are in there somewhere. Alright, so that's all I have for this 3R's episode today. Sorry it took so long, I apologize. The last episode of the Mini Mew series should be airing this week, and I have a special surprise for you guys, so you don't want to miss it. Plushies will be the highlight of the episode, and again, I don't have a lot of them, but you really, really don't want to miss this. Also, if you're looking for a Darkrai and Arceus for your Pokemon X, Y, Omega Ruby, or Alpha Sapphire game, I have 2 giveaways going on right about now. Darkrai ends on August 15th, and Arceus ends on August 31st. So I'll drop you the link in the description and in this video where you can go and sign up for that. But hurry, we are less than a week away from getting the Darkrai event. Only one winner. So that's all I have for you guys today. So bye, Pika-puffs!